guys, Teresa here from our Japanese Gardener's Cave. Today I will be working on this Japanese maple here. This maple has been growing in this spot for a few years now, pretty much undisturbed. And as you can see, it's about time that we bring it back into shape. So this is a Dissected maple. This variety has these sliced leaves, and it is grown to be in this dome kind of shape or canopy. So you see here these types of leaves. So normally during the summer this maple has a red color, and you can see this year it's kind of a mix of red and green. Normally in spring it is more green before it gets a lot of sun. This year we do have a lot more sun and heat than in previous years, and for some reason the maple is like half green, half red this year, but it's a very nice color. So what I want to do with this maple today, I want to first of all take it up from the ground. You can see it has grown pretty much everywhere, all the way down to the ground, and it's starting to look like a big mushroom really. So the shape is nice, but it's not ideal anymore, and this is one thing we want to change today. So taking it all the way up, I will try not to cut around in like a straight kind of way, because we still want it to look natural. So I'll see when I go around which branches we're going to take out. And then at the top here, you see the top edge, the top growth is quite nice actually. It's quite even, so I don't think I'm going to do a lot there. However, there will be one or the other branch I will be taking out because it's getting too dominant. Like you can see with this one here, for example. So this one is starting from back there to grow down, and you can see it's a bit out of place, and you see this is already a stronger branch, so it's getting a bit too dominant because it will be building a layer above these branches. So things like that I'm gonna be looking at and taking out today. Good, and I will be working with my secateurs again today. I don't think I will need the saw for this maple, we'll see later, but for now I just have my secateurs with me. And good, then let's get started. As always, as you know from me, I'll step back and have a look. Okay, good, I will be starting from the bottom with this maple, and I think I'll be starting right here. Okay, so let's have a look. So this one, as you have maybe seen in other videos, they grow in like, they build like layers of branches really. So as you lift them up, you see they're more green underneath here. And down here, this is a prominent type branch that comes from the inside, yes, that I will be taking out because it's just growing way too low. And you see if I remove that, it opens it up a bit. So on this maple, this one just has one main trunk really, and all this branch structure is coming out from the top. So there's we can't really reveal any of the branch structure because it just has a main trunk. However, we're still gonna see it after pruning, but so here the main purpose is just to make it a bit lighter and to shape it a bit. Okay, let's start with this branch here. So I'll go in, careful that I don't break any branches, and I will be where this is coming from, right from here. Okay, I'll be taking this one out. So, okay, that was this one, and then got another one back here, and this one I'll be taking out there. Okay, that's the first step. That's good, that looks a lot better. Next, I'll have a look at this. So before I take out any bottom branches here, you can see this one I was talking about at the beginning. I'm gonna take out because it's too dominant, and I'm gonna cut that here. So that's better. You see this looks more even again. Then the next one is this one here. That is clearly starting to stick out really and to grow out. So, and here I will take the entire branch out because you can see this one starts to grow out that way, and this is starting to grow across, which we don't want either. And you see if I lift those here, you see those are typically branches that grow or have been growing for a longer period of time and obviously get stronger over time, like this one here. And what I will do here, I'll just take this entire strong middle branch in that case out to reduce that that dominance of the picture. So you see that's already a lot better. Good, the next one is this entire area here before I do the bottom bit here. And here you see that again, here we have a lot of strong branches. And so I just need to see where they're coming from, because they're coming from several angles. Let me put my secateurs away for a second. Okay, so we have this one here going on top, and then we have this one here. So this is, you see, a very thick one. And this builds this entire bit of the maple here, which is too dominant. So what I will do, I'll do that bit by bit and see how it looks. First we're taking this one out actually, because I can always cut more. And then I'm taking this one out. Okay, how does that look? That's better. Here we have a dry one. Can actually, this doesn't, you see, looking underneath, you see this grows across. So ideally we just want branches that grow more down really, so I'm gonna take that out at the main branch. Okay, so now I will just be taking out a couple of those longer dominant branches, and then I will do the bottom bit and see how it looks before I take out any more in this area here. Here I'm quite happy now. I actually ended up not taking out this entire thick branch here because I can always take it out also in later on in the season or next year. So this one I think looks quite nice, and because I do not want to create an even like round kind of shape, I want it to look natural. So a few smaller bits sticking out a bit like this area, that's just fine. Down here I've shortened now, and again here I don't want to do like a straight line, so I'm trying to shape it naturally with the given branch structure. So I'm now gonna work my way around to this side here, and here I was just looking, I will stay a little bit lower, otherwise it will just be like a straight cut off. So let's continue here. Again, a few dominant ones sticking out, but those I'm gonna just shorten as well. And here most of these cuts I'm doing is just taking out the middle branch. So basically I cut on most of them just here between two side shoots. So this is what I'm doing with most of these cuts. So the middle branch, the one that grows long, that one is taken out. And here I try to cut as close as I can, like so. So that's a very easy type of pruning on this maple. Okay, let's continue down here. Guys, over here on the other side of the maple. So I'm working on my last little bit, and we thought we'd give you a look from inside, because if you're looking up, this tree has a really beautiful branch structure, which is all visible in autumn time, and summer not so much unless from underneath the tree. So So it looks a bit like a piece of art, really, I find. It's very beautiful. So I will start, I cut my first window in here, so that's about the height we want here where my hand is. So I'll just keep snipping those branches here. So here I'm taking off a little more in that area because we have quite some strong growth going already all the way down to the bottom. So I may actually take this entire branch out here. Okay. So I can remember when we planted this maple, it was really, really heavy, even though it's not that big actually. But I can remember putting that from the plant delivery truck into the wheelbarrow and bringing it down to here. That was an interesting experience, but it was all worth it. But sometimes I find it really amazing how heavy these maples actually are. So now here I'm looking at this branch structure here of this entire bloop of leaves, and I'm just trying to decide which ones to leave and which ones to take out. Okay, so the conclusion is that we're going to take this entire bit of the branch out, and this is quite a thick branch, so I'll have to get my saw for this. But if you have a look and bend it to the side a bit as if it wasn't there, you see this shortened this one as well, so this looks a lot better, fits a lot better to the overall flow. So that's what we're going to do. For now I'll just chop the branches so you can see, and then the inner bit I'm gonna need my saw for. So again, this is something that may seem drastic like in some of the other maple pruning videos, but it does make a really positive difference at the end once certain branches are gone. It's not even necessary to take the entire thick branch out at the back inside the tree, because this looks quite nice. So now we're just coming to that bit. What I will do here is take this bigger part off the branch. Nice, and then shorten these bits here. Place. I'm just taking out these branches at the back there. They are not really needed. This is just something where the tree kind of wastes energy on because they grow inside the tree and they barely get any light anyway, so I may later on, you see that one in there, I'll take that one out later on as well. Okay, so now onto the last little bit here. Okay, so this one is the last bigger cut I'm doing. Good. And now I'm quite happy with this area here. This one needs to go. Okay, so after walking around the tree, the last thing that is left is actually shortening this section a little bit more so that it fits to the rest of the shape. So this is the last step I'm going to be doing on this tree. Okay guys, I'm done with this tree, so I'm quite happy with the result. Adam and I were considering for the next year maybe to go even a little higher with it to see more of the branch structure, so that would also mean to thin the top bit out. But for this year we're going to leave it like that. We pruned quite a lot, and that's enough for 1 year for this tree. So that's all for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye!